Hey there, Stephen Pegg from Loves to Travel. Thanks for checking out our videos. Always appreciate you watching our videos. Today we're going to test cookies, and today Peg is behind the camera. Say hi, Peg. Go hi.
Hi.
And I've got Andy with me because Andy wants cookies. So we're going to test cookies here. We mentioned a couple of videos ago that we found some cookies at Aldi's that were almost exactly like Girl Scout cookies. Almost. The key word here is almost. So I went and bought a couple of boxes of Girl Scout cookies, and I went and bought some cookies at Aldi's. I do have one more here that we're going to try, and I'll tell you about that here in a minute. But I went and bought the Caramel Delights, Girl Scout Cookies Caramel Delights, and I also bought the lemonades from Aldi, or from Girl Scouts. But then I went to Aldi's, and I got the lemon shortbread cookies, and I got the caramel coconut fudge cookies. And then Peg and I were at Kroger, and I found the Keebler coconut dreams that look exactly like the caramel delights. So what Andy and I are going to do, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to open up these Girl Scout cookies. We're going to open up the Aldi's cookies and the Keebler cookies and do a little bit of a taste comparison. Now, I had heard rumors. I want to check the backside of these because I had heard rumors about where they were baked. The Girl Scout cookies were baked by Interstate Foods. These were baked by, it doesn't say. This says distributed and sold exclusively by Aldi, but it doesn't say where they were baked. And then the Keeblers, of course, were baked by Keebler elves. We know that. Keebler elves are the only ones that make Keebler cookies. So Andy wants to try the Girl Scout cookies, the Caramel Delights first. Before we get the boxes open, though, let's look at the back. About 7 servings per container. Serving size is 2 cookies, so that tells me that there's like 14 cookies in here, but I think there's a couple more actually. Total fat, 6 grams, 8%. Saturated fat is 5 grams, 25%. Trans fat, none. No cholesterol, 2% sodium, 50 meg. Carbohydrates, 19 meg, 7%. Protein, less than a meg. Some of the ingredients: sugar, enriched flour, wheat flour, niacin, reduced iron, thiamine, wow, I'm not going to go through the list. I'm just going to say 140 calories for 2 cookies. So we're going to try each of these individually, and I do have my palate cleanser here between cookies, and I think you have your palate cleanser too. So what, coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee. So we're going to open these up. These are the Girl Scout cookies, the Caramel Delights. And there are 15 cookies in here. You get 15 cookies in the box. So we've got the Caramel Delights. This is the Girl Scout cookie Caramel Delights. Ready to take a bite?
Yep.
All right, take a bite. You did the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So that was 70 calories because it's 1 cookie. Which one are we going to try next? Do the Aldi one? This is the Aldi caramel coconut fudge cookie. And this is 130 calories. Total fat 6 grams, 8%. Saturated fat 25%, 5 grams. No cholesterol. 55 meg of sodium, 2% again. 7% total carbs. Less than 1% of protein. 2 cookies, 9 servings per container, so it looks like there's 18 cookies in here. So let's open this up, and we'll see the difference between the two. So there you go. There's 18 cookies in here.
I already noticed the color difference between the two.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me put them side by side. There they are, side by side.
So the Aldi's ones look actually darker.
A little darker, yeah. So you remember what the first one tasted like, right?
Yep.
So you ready to try this one? Here we go. This time I put the whole thing in my mouth.
But this time I'm immediately noticing there's more cookie, just in general.
And the Girl Scout cookies was a little bit sweeter, I think.
Yeah. So this is like, there's just more of the cookie itself, less of the coconut and caramel.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
And the Girl Scout cookies are probably a little sweeter too, because of that.
The last one we want to try is the Keebler Coconut Dreams. And this is 140 calories for 2 cookies, 9 per container, so there's probably 18 in there. 8 meg of total fat, or 8 grams of total fat, rather, 10%. Saturated fat's 30%. No cholesterol. 55 meg of sodium, which is 2%. Carbs, 17 gram, which is 6%. Protein, 1 gram. And then Peg, of course, will put the picture up of the back so you can see what it looks like. But let's try these and see what these taste like, all right? That off to the side. Let me cleanse my palate. Now, before we get into the Keebler cookie, I have one of each. So we have the Girl Scout cookie, we have the Aldi, and now the Keebler. Do you notice the difference?
The Aldi one is still significantly darker than the other two.
Did you notice that the Keebler cookie is a little bit lighter in color than the Aldi, but not as light as the Girl Scout?
Yeah, if we had to put them in order of dark to light, it goes that way.
Girl Scout, Keebler, Aldi. So far, I like the Girl Scout the best because it's just a little bit sweeter, but there's more cookie with the Aldi. You ready to try the Keebler one?
Yeah.
All right, let's try the Keebler one. So that Keebler was the middle one.
It's really sweet.
Mm.
So immediately, the Keebler is significantly sweeter than the Girl Scout cookie.
I also noticed that the Keebler was a little softer too.
It is a little softer.
Not quite as dense. It's a little bit lighter, a little softer. So you've got the Girl Scout cookie, you've got the Aldi cookie, and then you've got the Keebler cookie. Which one did you like the best?
I actually think I like the Aldi cookie the most.
Really?
It felt like the flavors felt more natural.
This was a little.
This feels like fake, kind of.
The Girl Scout and the Keebler was just a little too sweet.
Yeah. So the Girl Scout cookie is like what you would remember from a Girl Scout cookie if you had one back in the day. It's like, oh, it's very sweet, something a kid would enjoy, right?
Right.
This one feels kind of fake.
The Keebler cookie?
The Keebler cookie feels
But
fake.
it was baked by Elves, so it is fake.
True.
Because Elves are... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But it was baked by Elves. Keep that in mind.
But immediately taking a bite of this, it's like way too sweet.
Okay.
Like sweeter than a cookie should be, right? While the Aldi cookie was like a nice mix of everything it was trying to do.
All right, but all three of them are, if you had to give them a scale of 1 to 10, as far as whether you liked all of them or not, what do you think?
I think everything's like in the 7 to 8 range of, they're pretty solid.
Yeah, they are pretty
Not like
solid.
the best thing I've ever had, but they're Girl Scout cookies, right?
So the Aldi cookie is the best, and then after that, the Keebler or the Girl Scout cookie. The Girl Scout cookie. So the Keebler actually came in last in Andy's taste test. And I have to agree with him, too, on that one, to be honest with you. I have to agree with him. I did like the Aldi the best. I did like the Girl Scout cookie second best, but really, really close. Really, really close. The Keebler was just a little bit too sweet for me. So there you go. We also have another. I'm going to make sure I get them right in the box in the correct boxes this time. We also have another one that we want to try because, let me put these off to the side. So now the other one that we wanted to try are the lemonades, the Girl Scout cookie lemonades, and the Aldi version, which is the lemon shortbread cookies. And then, of course, the Girl Scout cookies, the lemonades. So which one are we going to try first?
Let's go with Girl Scouts.
Girl Scouts again. Looking at the back, 8 servings per container, and there's 2 cookies per serving, so that tells me there's 16 cookies. 150 calories a serving. 7 grams of total fat, which is 9%. Saturated fat, 4.5 grams, 23%. 0 cholesterol, 70 meg of sodium, which is 3% of your daily intake. Total carbs, 20 grams, which is 7%. And then proteins, 1 gram. Peg's going to put a picture of the back up so that you can see what that looks like. But let's open these. Let's open these up and give them a taste. All right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the Girl Scout lemonades. That's what they look like in the package. So put that off to the side. You ready to try one?
Yeah.
Go ahead and grab one.
You want to just split one in half?
Yeah, let's split one in half.
Yeah,
I'll take the bigger half. Now, these are shortbread with lemon on the bottom. So that's where you get the lemonades from. There's a lemon frosting on the bottom of it. So shortbread cookie, lemon, then lemon frosting. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Mm. The shortbread cookie is really good, and the lemon flavor is really, really good. I'm going to try the Aldi one here in a second, but I do like those cookies. What do you think?
My immediate thought is I wish it wasn't so dry, but it's a shortbread, so it kind of has to be.
Yeah. So I mean,
maybe a little more frosting to compensate or something, but
good point.
Otherwise, the flavor's good.
Good point.
Very strong lemon flavor.
Yeah, the lemon flavor really came through. So shortbread, it is shortbread, so it's going to be dry. You're right on the frosting. I'd love a little bit more frosting on there.
Just a little bit more, because if you actually look at the bottom of the cookie,
it's
like, we can pull one up real quick, right? There's not very much frosting on the bottom of these.
So now let's try the Aldi version of the lemonade. This is the lemon shortbread cookie from Aldi, the Benton's lemon shortbread cookie. Before I open the box, 150 calories per serving, so it's the same. 8 servings per container, so there's 16 cookies. Yeah, so it's the same. 9 grams of total fat, or I'm sorry, 7 grams of total fat, 9%, that's the same. 0 cholesterol, that's the same. 70 meg of sodium, that's the same, 3%. Carbs, 20 gram, that's the same, 7%.
It's all the same.
Everything is the same. They're both the same. So Peg will put them both up on, put a picture of both of those up. Exactly the same on both of them, as far as the nutrition label is concerned. Packaging ripped apart a little different. So let's do a side by side.
They look almost exactly the same.
They are almost exactly the same.
The designs on the top are different, but otherwise they look pretty identical.
So we're going to split it in half and try it again?
Yep.
It's perfectly in half right there. Right?
Yeah, look at that.
There you go. Again, I got to wonder if there's enough frosting on there. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
It's almost identical.
Not as much lemon flavor though.
A little less lemon flavor.
But the
grinding's a little less dry.
Right.
But otherwise, basically
almost
identical.
Almost identical. Again, the only thing is it's shortbread, so it's going to be dry. I wish there was a little bit more lemon flavor to it. The Girl Scout cookie actually did have a little bit more lemon flavor to it than the Aldi version did, but almost an identical cookie.
So I had to pick between these two.
Right.
I'd pick the Girl Scout.
Yeah, ditto on that. I would take the Girl Scout cookie over just because it's got a little bit more lemon flavor.
That is basically the only reason I would choose it too.
So there you go. Our comparison of Girl Scout cookies to Aldi, the Benton's version of those Girl Scout cookies, and as far as the coconut delights are concerned, the Keebler version. So thanks for watching the video. We do appreciate it. Hopefully it made a little bit of an impact on your buying decisions. Here's my take on this, and I'm just going to throw this out there. Girl Scout cookie season is what, 6 weeks? During the rest of the year, where do you get your Girl Scout cookies? You don't. The Aldi version is a very, very good substitute. The Keebler version is an okay substitute for the coconut delights, but the Aldi version, the Benton cookies, really, really good and almost identical subs. And as a matter of fact, you like the Aldi's version on the coconut delight better than the Girl Scout cookies.
I did, yes.
So there you go. Our comparison of Girl Scout cookies to Benton's, the Aldi version, the Benton's cookies, and Keebler. So thanks for watching. Hopefully a little bit informative for you. Thanks for hanging with me, Andy.
Thank you for the cookies.